So Lily, we've got some kids books today. We've found a big massive pile. Of books. We've got a big massive pile of books this evening that I'd love to read you. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to read you these books and we're going to go through these kids books now, so hopefully you enjoy it. And this one is called Pudding and a Pie, Favourite Nursery Rhymes by Ian Beck and Sarah Williams. For our mothers, Ellen Beck, Sybil Wilson and Ellen Watts. Oh, this seems a lot in here. Boys and girls come out to play. The moon doth shine as bright as day. Leave your supper and leave your sleep, and join your playfellows in the street. Come with a whoop and come with a sell. Come with a good will, or not at all. Up the ladder, down the wall, a halfpenny loaf will serve us all. You find milk and I find flour, and we have a pudding in half an hour. This is a book of nursery rhymes. There was an old woman tossed up in a basket, 17 times as high as the moon. Where she was going I couldn't but ask it, for under her arm she carried a broom. Old woman, said I, where are you going to up so high? To sweep the cobwebs out of the sky, and I'll be back with you by and by. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider, who sat down beside her, and frightened Miss Muffet away. Pudding and Pie. Georgie Porgy, Pudding and Pie kissed the girls and made them cry. When the boys came out to play, Georgie Porgy ran away. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to the school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play to see the lamb at school. Oh God. Bar bar black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. One for my master, and one for my dame, and one for the little boy who lives down the lane. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Oh no. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers free. Every fiddler had a fine fiddle, and a very fine fiddle had he. Fee fiddle-dee, went the fiddlers. Oh, there's none so rare as can compare with King Cole and his fiddlers free. Pussycat, where have you been? I've been to London to look at the Queen. Pussycat, how did you go? Oh, I just took a motor car over the snow. Pussycat, what? Pussycat, what did you there? Oh, I frightened a little mouse under her chair. Pussycat, did she ask you to dine? Yes, on a rat pies, boiled mince and gooseberry wine. The Lion and the Unicorn. The Lion and the Unicorn were fighting for the crown. The Lion beat the Unicorn all around the town. Some gave them white bread and some gave them brown. Some gave them plum cake, then drummed them out of town. The Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts and took them clean away. The King of Hearts called for the tarts, and beat the knave full sore. The Knave of Hearts brought back the tarts, and vowed he'd steal no more. I had a little nut tree, nothing it would bear, but a silver nutmeg and a golden pear. The King of Spain's daughter came to visit me, and all for the sake of my little nut tree. I skipped over the water and danced over the sea, and all the birds in the air couldn't catch me. Your dad's starting to feel really, really ill. He was ill the other night, but I think I'm just run down. I just want to have a fresh start and just, but obviously it's never gonna. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in the snow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Buckle my shoe, knock at the door, pick up the sticks. Hang on. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Alright. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, knock at the door. 5, 6, pick up the sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen. 11, 12, dig and delve. 13, 14, maids a courting. 15, 16, maids in the kitchen. 17, 18, maids in waiting. 19, 20, my plate is empty. Little Jack Horner. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner, eating a Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum, and said, "What a good boy am I." Hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean, and so between the both of them they licked the platter clean. Jack ate all the lean, Joan ate all the fat. The bone they picked it clean, then gave it to the cat. Jack Sprat was wheeling his wife by the ditch. The barrow turned over and in she did pitch. Jack says Jack she'll be drowned, but Joan did really. I don't think I shall, for the ditch is quite dry. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. She went to the baker to buy him some. She went to the tailor to buy him a coat, but when she came back, he was riding a goat. She went to the baker to buy him some bread, but when she came back, the poor dog was. She went to the cobbler's to buy him some shoes, but when she came back, he was reading the news. She went to the joiner's to buy him a but when she came back, the poor dog was laughing. The dame made a courtesy, the dog made a bow. The dame said, "Your servant," the dog said, "Bow wow." She went to the fishman's to buy him some fish, but when she came back, he was licking the dish. She went to the barber's to buy him a wig, but when she came back, he was dancing a jig. Three blind mice, see how they run. See how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice? Simple Simon. Simple Simon met a pieman going to the fair. Says Simple Simon to the pieman, "Let me taste your ware." Says the pieman to Simple Simon, "Show me first your penny," says Simple Simon to the pieman. "Indeed, I have not had any." Curly locks, curly locks, curly locks, curly locks, wilt thou be mine? Thou shalt not wash dishes, nor yet feed the swine, but sit on a cushion and sew a fine stem, and feed upon strawberries, sugar and cream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but then I let it go again. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger sore. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right. Ding dong bell, pussy in the well. Who put her in? Little Tommy Finn. Who pulled her out? Little Johnny Stout. What a naughty boy was that to try and drown poor pussy cat, who near did any harm, but caught all the mice in his father's barn. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Then up Jack got, and home did trot, as fast as he could caper. He went to the bed to mend his head with vinegar and brown paper. When Jill came in, how she did grin to see Jack's paper plaster. Her mother vexed did whip her next for laughing at Jack's disaster. Little Bo Peep. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, bringing their tails behind them. Little Boy Blue, Little Boy Blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Where is the boy who looks after the sheep? He's under the haystack, fast asleep. Will you wake him? No, not I, for if I do, he is sure to cry. Tom Tom the Piper's son. Tom Tom the Piper's son stole a pig, and away he run. The pig was eat, and Tom was beat, and Tom went crying down the street. Tom Tom the Piper's son, he learned to play when he was young, but all the tune that he could play was over the hills and far away. There was a crooked man, and he walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence against a crooked stile. He brought a crooked cat who caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together in a little crooked house. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread, and whipped them all soundly, then sent them to bed. As I was going to St. Eve's, I met a man with 7 wives. Each wife had 7 sacks. Each sack had 7 cats. Each cat had 7 kits. Cats, sacks, and wives. How many were there going to St. Eve's? Don't know. Ladybird, ladybird, fly away home. Your house is on fire. Your children will. This is I don't know where this book's from. All except one, her name is Anne. She crept under the frying pan. The north wind doth blow, and we shall have snow. And what will poor Robin do then, poor thing? He'll sit in the barn and keep himself warm, and hide his head under his wing, poor thing. Little Polly Flinders sat among the cinders, warming up her pretty little toes. Her mother came and caught her and whipped her for spoiling her nice new clothes. I love little pussy. Her coat is so warm, and if I don't hurt her, she'll do me no harm. So I'll not pull her tail, nor drive her away, but Pussy and I are very gentle and will play. She shall sit by my side, and I'll give you her some food, and Pussy will love me, because I am so good. Sorry. Little Tommy Tucker sings for his supper. What shall we give him? White bread and butter. How shall he cut it without a knife? How will he be married without a wife? Goosey, goosey, gander, whither shall I wander? Upstairs and downstairs, and in my lady's chamber. There I met an old man who would say his prayers. I took him by his left leg and threw him down the stairs. Wee Willie Winkle runs through the town, upstairs, downstairs, in his nightgown, rapping at the window, crying through the lock. Are the children in their beds, for it's now 8 o'clock? Hey, Willie Winkle, are you coming then? The cat's singing pussy to the sleeping hen. The dog's laying on the floor and does not even peep. But he is a wakeful laddie, that will not fall asleep. Where is the mother that has restless ween, a wee stumpy Barney, he is where he's seen, that has a battle eye, with sleep before he close an eye, but a kiss from his rosy lips gives strength to you and me. The man in the moon. The man in the moon came down too soon, and asked his way to Norwich. He went by the south, and burnt his mouth with supping cold plum porridge. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such a sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. How many miles to Babylon? How many miles to Babylon? 60 miles and 10. Can I get there by candlelight? Yes, and back again. If your heels are nimble and light, you may get there by candlelight. And with Frozen Lil. And that is the end of our little book. This is a collection of the must-loved nursery rhymes set in a magical land where the cat can go to look at the queen, and a cow that can jump over the moon. Full of colour and illustrations, this is a beautiful book for children to grow up with. A cassette is also available to accompany the book. This is just a book you buy, a new parent. Books for your children. Other titles in the series: Round and Round the Garden, Ride a Cock Horse, Oranges and Lemons. And that concludes our book, Lily. So today is the 22nd of the 2nd. And yeah. What's your dad done today? He's been poorly, but he's been out to work despite the fact, because he's got responsibilities still. And he's made himself worse by going out, to be honest. But then he's had to go and prioritise getting the van sorted and tyres fixed on that today as well, to make sure that he can still keep going through the week. And yeah, he's got all that done, and he's managed to get your book read, and it is now 20 to 8. It's obviously the 22nd of the 2nd, 2026. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little book. We've got plenty more children's books to read. We've got a good stash of them here. But yeah, I hope you sleep tight, and Dad loves you lots, and I'll see you soon.